Welcome back, everyone. We got Aldo right here. He just came back from his storage and he's got a nice little surprise. I'm sure obviously you guys know what it is. You saw the title. We got Aldo's car right here, getting ready to just bring this thing to the shop. You can back it in. This road sucks. Got this tiny little lane right here. He's got to maneuver this huge trailer in. So tell us, Mike, what's the plan for this thing?
I'm gonna take over the Mustang world. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah?
Yeah, can't tell much about it, but gonna take shit over. That's it. That's all you gotta say. Like, like, comment, subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram at 01mike_. You know the vibes.
There you go. That's the whole video. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Don't even show the car. All you gotta know is white. That's it. And it got wheels. And it got
white,
a coyote.
it got wheels. That's it, man.
Yes, sir.
Guess what?
It's gonna be your fat. Right.
Now
back when we were fucking beating them 1200 horsepower Vets and Dallas with a stock motor.
This car's been hibernating. I think it's about that time.
Gunner, hop in there. Unstrap that shit.
Pull it out, Gunner.
What you doing? Unstrap that shit, bro.
You ain't been doing nothing all day. Peeing everywhere.
Yeah, hugging and shit.
God dang. That's like 90% of a motor right there.
The thing I've taken off of it has been the intake manifold and the turbo kit. About, how long ago was it? A week after 2K20, I took it out to XRP for one of the flashlight shootout race. No, it was at March 27th. For the flashlight shootout race, and bro, we were dominating. We were going into third round of eliminations, I think it was. And I had that thing won. And man, the motor just said no more on in the burnout. Which this was a stock motor that lasted me probably a year and a half, 2 years of me beating the shit out of it. And at that race I did have it a little turned up more than normal. The car was rolling. But yeah, this is my personal car, and when I say I raced it, I raced it. I mean, we would test almost every weekend. I learned a lot off of this car. This car is actually called the Jig because I made turbo kits off of this thing for the longest. I purchased this car solely to do that. And yeah, so once we got all the fixtures and everything situated and jigs and all, we started playing with it. Learned a lot with front suspension, the rear suspension adjustments, everything. So I think it's time we put it back together. I've had a motor for it for a while. I've had a turbo set up for it for a while. I even did a Carvana deal to see what they would give me for it if I would trade it in right now, since the market's super fucking demanding. And bro, they literally said they'd give me $32K for it, and I contemplated I'll put it all back together, back to stock, and trading it in since I have another chassis. But I was like, nah, this thing was where it all started, man. And
yeah, sentimental value.
I can't get rid of it. And now, unless somebody offers me good money once it's together, it's got to be real good money, because this car's got a lot of good stuff in it, and I'll sell it. But other than that, I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna kick ass with it, dude. All right. So.
Yeah, we'll get the trailer put back.
Oh yeah, let me just get this toolbox and shit out.
Next step is pretty much start tearing the motor out, right? Get that thing fixed or replaced.
Yeah, I haven't. Once it broke, I literally parked it and I hadn't touched it. So well, as far as the motor goes, I hadn't touched it. Only thing I did, I ended up putting the new front wheels on it. I should have lug nuts for this. I think they're inside. But yeah, I got the badass shit for it, dude. All right.
So do you know what's wrong with the motor?
Oh, it broke. It probably broke a rod.
We'll see right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this stock motor, I had about 25 pounds of boost in it. And we seen what 25 pounds made in the Gen 3, so it didn't make quite as much on this one, but
It was up there.
Yeah, it was up there. So, all right, well, I'm about to go get my phone fixed real quick. I'll be back.
I'm about to tear it apart. Alright, whatever.
What the hell are you doing, man? Did I say you could take the motor out?
I thought I was supposed to take out the transmission.
Yeah, you're supposed to leave the motor, take out the transmission. That's what all this is.
Fuck, I think I did it backwards.
Let's see
so
what
I
we can
squatted it.
save out of this thing.
That's cute.
That's the only
You
one
just need
that
to
was
bend it
broken.
back out.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
Regap it.
Yeah, recap it.
Yeah. So you got the first head off. What's your initial thoughts?
I think this is a good side.
Yeah.
Yes, I think the issue is on the other one. We'll see.
What's on that?
No, that's just from the other one. From cross it over.
No. Oh.
Oh my god. I see your problem.
There might be a slight problem.
Yeah, it's just like a small one.
I think it's scratched. I think that's what it is. There's just a couple scratches.
Yeah, the head might be repaired. I bet you it'll still turn though.
Oh Jesus! I just disappeared that rod. I mean that fucking piston.
Yeah.
I wonder where it went.
That's what I was wondering.
This bitch was probably running on 6 pistons till you did that burnout.
I wouldn't doubt it. It broke it just enough to fucking trash the block. It looks like it went in far enough to touch the aluminum. God damn!
Made it spin too much.
Yeah, I had that problem the other night.
That's not fucking bad though, bro.
What?
That's pretty
Even
fucking
though
good.
the piston's just gone.
Yeah, that's pretty good. When I tell you, I was probably making every bit of probably 1,200 through this thing for a long time.
Yes, in that perspective, yes, it did great. The motor lasted a long time. It held up.
So now you see it, now you don't.
Yeah.
All it needed to hold up for was 2 more rounds, and we would have won that money.
Yeah, no,
See that's custom right there. That's that piston delete.
I would say that piston pulled a fast one on us.
Said, alright, I'm out.
Fucking old pickup.
Alright, what's the,
Too much damage.
let's see.
That's how you.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, check out the head.
The head's not bad. That's repairable.
They just welded in it.
Yeah, that's repairable. What do you
So
want to know?
it looks like you got the motor in. What
Yes. This
what's
is
the one? What's the story here?
This is a stock 5.0 motor directly from the dealership,
Let's see.
ordered per VIN. Um, and all we did was just cam lockouts on it, some nice valve covers. It has a built 6R80 transmission in it with a Circle D converter. And it's finally getting put back together. I was kind of tired of keeping this in storage.
Happen to be useless.
Yeah, I've had the motor for quite some time, and so we're at a point where it's time to put it back together so we can go and join in on all the fun.
Right.
I do a ton of I like doing a ton of like local races, 8th mile racing and all of that stuff. It's fun and everything with me being able and to drive my customer stuff too, you know.
Mhm.
It's good. I like it, but at the same time, I'm not a huge fan of, oh, let me take their customers' cars or
No.
our customers' cars. Like, oh, let's take it to this race, that race,
Yeah,
this race.
yeah.
Unless they tell me to, and you know they're down for it, then I'm okay with it. But at the same time, I always want to have my own personal car. This car has got some history behind it. We've ran really, really well back in the days with it, with the stock motor. I bought this car. I still had my previous car, which is a Cadillac CTSV. That thing was awesome, man. It was a good car. It was a fast car. Uh, awesome street car, like for roll racing and stuff. But at the end of the day, that car was still too heavy. No matter what I did with that car, it was a heavy fucking car. You
Cadillac.
know? Yeah, Cadillac 4-door. Made tons of power, but at the end of the day, it just wasn't it for me, you know. So I moved into the S550 platform, and I had this car, and I literally designed all our kits off of this car. From our top mount kit to our mid mount kits, to our catch can setups, our coolant reservoir tanks, you know, all the little parts and shit that we've made for this platform. It all literally originally started here, you know, to a point where probably the first, I want to say 5 to 10 kits that I sold were always like built off of this, or you know, from the jig to the fixtures, and from the fixtures out of that onto the car, to just assure that the fitment was right, you know. Until I was 100% good with it, we stopped using the car and I put the car together. Now I'm just fucking with you guys. This is not it's not a stock motor. It's a badass L&M short block. Well, the block itself is a Gen 2 block. L&M did the sleeving and the machining on the block itself. And then I purchased their pistons, and then we do all our own assembly. So I did my, you know, the L&M custom diamond pistons, and then we did a nice Pro Billet rod, Boss 302 crank. We did brand new heads from Ford. Did a little modification to the heads. We did a PAC valve spring setup in it. And then I went with the Billet Pro Shop lockouts. Shelby mics, tensioner guides and all of that, and then some upgraded chains. So now the car is pretty much good to go now. We're probably going to put it together with the 6R80 trans that it has in there. That transmission has been really good to us. One of the local guys here built it for me a while back, and it's been fucking good, you know. Probably now will find its limits, but I have a solution for that, and I've been saving parts, and I've been getting shit put together for this car little by little. You know, it's probably been down for a year and a half. So I have a badass turbo 400 for it. I got Joe over at Pro Torque. Shout out to Joe. He's sending me a badass fucking U9 converter. One of their Bonifante flex plates, and cool little shit like that. I'm undecided still if I'm doing our mid-mount setup again, or we're gonna do something crazy. But yeah, you know, so I mean, if you look, the engine bay super clean. There's no scratch nicks or anything that, you know, that to me that would bother me at this point. You know, yeah, this got some little things here and there, but Yeah, it's got good shit on it. It's got Santa front coilovers. Well, those are coming off, but that fucking worked out really well. Not many people run a Santa on these cars, and we were one of the first, but it works good. We got TBM front brakes. We got the V series weld wheels in the front, with the lightweight setup. 17-inch welds on the rear with the bead lock as well. And we're switching that tire over to the 315, which we've learned that works really good. So it's got Keltrack rear Viking shocks. It's got a lot of cool things, and I have some big plans with it if I decide to go crazy with it, which I probably am. Once you guys see it, we'll keep updating the channel with this setup, what we're planning on doing with it, and I'll string y'all along if we decide to go with the big build as far as all the fab work and everything that's going to go into it.
Let us know what builds you guys want to see. If you guys want to see just him slapping a mid-mount kit and start racing it, or if you want to go with the big build and follow along with that. And
yeah, that'd be cool. You know, in the comments, put in the comments what you guys would rather see on this setup. I have the ability to be able to build a badass fucking setup for it, but I don't know if I want to go that crazy. I hate even cutting anything on this car, you know. But at the end of the day, this car's probably not going to go anywhere. So I probably am going to end up, you know, doing some chopping up on it. Nothing crazy. I like to keep it as stock as possible. But yeah, so I'd like to kind of show off the fab side of things with this car, and I think we might go that route, so we'll see.
That'd be awesome.
Share, like, subscribe, keep following us. I appreciate everything. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the likes, the shares, and everything. So string along and watch what we do with this build, and just kind of go from there. All right?
We'll catch you guys next time.
Yep.